Hey there YouTube, it's Bobi, aka Paginator, and I am here today with a little Target haul. I went to Utah over Thanksgiving break, and while I was there, I did a little shopping online at Target and picked it up at the store. And I went online to look for one book and some advent calendars, and when I got into the book section, I noticed that they had buy two get one free, and you know me, so I have 3 books and 2 advent calendars to show you today. So the book I went looking for is this one, A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey. When I pulled off the Target sticker, it had this circle underneath that said Reese's YA Book Club that's like printed right into the cover. I'm not sure who Reese is, other than that's the name of one of my nieces, but anyway, there we go. So this is about a girl named Lila, and she has planned her whole life to take over her abuela as the head baker at their family's panaderia, and she wants to move in with her best friend after graduation and stay together with her boyfriend forever after, but bad things happened and her family's worried about her mental health, so they send her to stay with some family friends in Winchester, England, to just kind of relax and recuperate, take some time. And she's super not into it at first, but then she meets this boy named Orion, and he works at a tea shop, but he is determined to help Lila overcome her like funk that she's in, and kind of appoints himself as like her tour guide and like cheering up person. I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of relationship developed between these two. I am not 100% sure, but it looks just like it's going to be a romantic element in the story. So there we go. I also picked up Dear Justice, which is the sequel to Dear Martin, and this is gosh, I don't want to spoil things for Dear Martin, but in Dear Martin we have the main character Justice, who is writing letters to Martin Luther King and trying to, gosh, I can't really say a whole lot without spoiling it, because but it's very much about civil rights and like the relationship between black people and white law enforcement. And this is a sequel dealing with another young black person, Quan, who has been accused of killing a cop. And I guess that's all I better say, other than to say that Nick Stone, the author of this, is wonderful. Dear Martin is one of my favorite like social justice books that I've read, along with The Hate U Give. Like, they're, yeah. She also has a super cute like contemporary romance called Jackpot, which is really fun. So yeah, pick up her books, and she's fun to follow on Instagram too. And then lastly, we got The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. I am a big fan of Danielle Page. I don't know if I've read anything by Cass Morgan or not. We'll see if I can find out something about her. Oh, she is the author of the 100 series, which is the inspiration for the CW show of the same name, and the Light Years series. She's an editor of middle grade and young adult fiction at a large publisher, and she lives in New York. And then, of course, Danielle Page wrote Stealing Snow and Mara Tidebreaker, and the Dorothy Must Die series, yes, which is utterly fantastic. So this is mostly an author pick. And then the little tagline here says, "These sorority girls are real witches," which is not an exaggeration. We have this sorority of girls known as the Ravens, and who are actual witches, and Scarlet is just certain that she is going to be the sorority's president, just like her mother was and her older sister was. But it tells us in the dust jacket that a painful secret from her past, if it ever comes to light, she could lose everything. And then we have Vivi Devereaux, who doesn't know she's a witch. She's never really lived in one place long enough to like make friends, and so she gets a bid to pledge to the Ravens, and she's like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get into this sisterhood. I'm here for it. So these two girls don't exactly get along, but then the dust jacket tells us a wicked power rises on campus, and the girls have to put their rivalry aside to save their fellow sisters. So that sounds like it could be quite interesting. So that's it for the books. I also mentioned that I picked up a couple of advent calendars. Now, I didn't get these with the intention of actually opening them one day at a time, partially because I have no patience. Also because I just thought it would be fun to unbox all of the things in the video too. So we're going to open both of them. The first one is Skip the Spa Best of Skincare, a 12-day advent calendar, and mostly I just got this because it looked fun and I need to step up my skincare game. So we're going to take a look at what's inside. How do you open? Aha. It just take me a second to get the sticker off here. While I'm doing that, how was everyone's Thanksgivings? Those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving. I attended a very small Thanksgiving. Due to COVID, we have like small groups and things, but I got to spend time with family and did some diamond painting, read some books, graded some papers. It was a good weekend overall. Alright, so once I have opened the lid, here we see the 12 days each have a cute flowery door on them, and I will go in order just for the sake of having some kind of organization in this. If you're getting this advent calendar and you don't want to see what's in it, you can fast forward to the next one, which is Harry Potter related with socks. So the first thing here, it says Hydrating Rose and Charcoal Peel Off Mask. Thanks to the lovely light in this room, my camera still doesn't want to focus very well on it, so I apologize for that. So this is a very small container for a mask. I'm wondering if it's just meant to go on like one part of your face. Okay, so it says one lip mask, one under eye mask pair, so I'm guessing it's one of those two. It's weird that it doesn't say which one it is, but oh well. Okay, door number 2, we have okay, so here's the other mask. Calming Lavender and Chamomile Gold Peel-Off Mask. I think we learned already that my camera doesn't zoom in very well on these things. But where this is darker, we might get a better look. See, my camera will zoom, but it doesn't want to focus when it zooms. It makes me mad. Okay. Enough with the zooming in and out because it's clearly not working out for me. Bottom line, we have 2 masks. That's all we need to know, really. Door number 3. This is a longer door. What's going to be inside it? Ooh. Alright, so we have coconut, Soothing Coconut and Shea Clay Cleanser. I'm going to have to sniff this one. I don't want to peel up the lids on the mask ones, just in case it gets everywhere. That does smell very coconutty. I am not a super big fan of coconut, but mostly I don't like the taste of it because it always feels like really fake. So where this is not something I'm going to taste, it's something I'm going to just smell and put on, probably be fine. Alright, door number 4. This appears to be one of the largest doors here, and oh! Okay, so this is the lip mask. It is Hydrating Rose and Charcoal Lip Mask. I've never used a lip mask before. I saw Jonathan Venice talking about lip masks on an episode of Queer Eye, and that's all I have ever heard of them before, so there we go. I live in a very dry climate, so any kind of skin hydrating of any part of my face or whatever will be welcome. Door number 5 is a long, skinny one, and you can probably hear the squeaking sounds from the box and like the shaking of the table. Soothing Coconut and Shea Facial Mist. What on earth is a facial mist? Is that just to like help you feel refreshed? as you go about your day. All right, I might have to do some Googling later on. Door number 6, we're back to small doors here. Come on. Oh, yay! I am so excited to see this item here. All right, I had to dig that out with my box opener, and it gave me a little fight. So this is a calming lavender and chamomile bath bomb. I am a fan of bath bombs. I like taking baths, and they are a method of self-care for me, so I am glad to have a soothing one like that one. Okay, door number 7. Oh, we have another bath bomb, and this one's going to come out a little bit more easily, I think. Yes. Thank you. Hydrating rose and charcoal bath bomb. So we have lots of rose and charcoal, lots of lavender and chamomile, and we've got coconut and shea. Are there going to be other scents, or are these going to be the 3 that we have for the last 5 products? I guess we'll find out. So door number 8, and I apologize I'm not lifting up the box, but because some of these items have been hard to pull out, like the box is kind of destroyed right now, so we're just going to have to go with it. Door number 8, lavender and chamomile bath salts. So could you use the bath bomb and the bath salts at the same time, or would it be wiser to just separate them and use them separately? I don't know. So I'm guessing that door number 9 is going to be bath salts of the oh, no, it's not. We have another mask, and this is coconut and shea superfood clay mask. Alright, so we've got 3 masks, a clay cleanser, a facial mist, 2 bath bombs, a lip mask, and some bath salts, and 3 more doors to go. Alright, that brings us to door number 10, which is another large one. And this is the under eye mask. It is coconut and shea, and you can see the shapes there. I feel like this is going to be very cooling. I don't know if it's the blue color or what, but I feel like if I just put it here, it'll just be like, whew, cool down. Door number 11. What in the world? Hydrating rose and charcoal bath confetti. Oh, some of the bits are falling out. Alright, so here's the bath confetti, and I had to pick up some of the pieces that were leaking out of the package, but it just looks like little circles. They're not bath salts. Be interesting to try. Let me know if you've tried bath confetti before, and if it worked, if it didn't work, what your thoughts are. Did it stick to the tub? Who knows? And in door number 12, we have a little loofah. These are always good to have an extra supply of. You can use these for gifts, or if you have guests coming to stay and they don't want to use your loofah and didn't bring one, or whatever. They're good to have handy just in the bathroom cabinet. So there we go. So that's it for the skincare advent calendar. Again, it was a 12-day one. The next one that I have is Harry Potter socks, and they're going to be 24, I believe. So give me 1 second to move some of this stuff out of the way, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so we have 15 days of socks. So I lied. It's not a 24 item. It's 15 days of socks, and they are all Harry Potter themed socks. And again, this comes from Target. There are 5 pairs of crew length socks and 10 pairs of low cut socks. And I know that they have several different varieties of Harry Potter socks that you can get. And so when I was on the Target website, I didn't like zoom in and look at every pair of socks. I just kind of looked at the overall aesthetic and picked the package that I thought looked the most interesting to me. And so I think if I remember correctly, I have one that's more like designy and less character driven. There were some that looked like they had like character pop faces on them, and yeah, there was socks. Okay, I've managed to get all of the stickers up, so we can now open the door. And ooh, what have we got? Okay, so we've got a lovely picture of Hagrid walking Harry down Diagon Alley. He's got Hedwig in a cage, so this is obviously from the first book. And then each door has a picture. So we've got different characters and scenes, and door number 1 has Harry reaching for a flying key. I don't know if the doors are going to have anything to do with the socks that are inside, but we'll just start opening and find out. I don't want to like ruin this box, but also it's thus far, judging by door number 1, it's not going to be super easy to get into these. So I hope you enjoyed looking at the box, because it's probably the last time you're going to see it. Okay, so the first one is red with stars and things, Harry's glasses and the lightning, and it says Chosen One. Now these socks, in case you're wondering, are women's sizes something through 10. 4 through 10. I wear size 10, so I'm really hoping they're going to skew on the side of like still fitting my feet, because really I got this for a practical matter, as in I want the socks. I want to wear them. Yeah. So I suppose that if I were a good YouTuber, I would stop and try on the first pair just to make sure they fit, but as previously mentioned, I'm tired. I don't want to, and I'm feeling kind of overheated, so putting on more layers of clothing is not an option for me right now. Alright, door number 2, we have another crew length pair. We have the HP with the golden snitch, of course, in red, and then we've got some red and gold stars and things down toward the bottom. I don't love that like we have all this copyright crap here, but I understand that that comes with the territory. If you're getting something Harry Potter that's official merchandise, it's going to have all that stuff on there. So yes. Oh, and I forgot to mention door number 2 had a flying owl carrying a letter. It was not Hedwig because it was a brown owl. Door number 3, gosh, these are hard to open. Why aren't you easier to open? So if you're a parent and you're thinking about getting these socks and letting your kids help you open the doors, even though they're women's size socks, think carefully. Your kids need to have strong fingers, because these are not easy to open. Door number 3 has Professor Quirrell with Voldemort's face on the back of his head, and the socks inside say Seeker. We have another snitch and some more stars and things at the bottom. Now, I am a Ravenclaw, but I don't mind wearing things that are Gryffindor colors, because I know that that's mostly what gets made. A lot of people want Gryffindor because that's what Harry is, and whatever. So, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, door number 4 we have, looks like Harry flying in a Quidditch game, and we see the quaffle going through the ring, and then like Harry swooping over that, going after the golden snitch. And, aha! Golden snitch socks! So these are the shorter ones, and I do like shorter socks at school most of the time. Not always, because the heat went out last week, but most of the time it's toasty because we have lots of bodies in the classroom, and I'd rather have shorter socks, just again, less material on me. So, moving to door number 5, it has a flying golden snitch on it. And we have more snitches. This is very Quidditch themed, these pairs of socks, and I'm totally cool with that. Maybe that was like the point of the whole thing, and I wasn't paying attention when I clicked on this particular advent calendar, but that's okay. Number 6 has one of the Weasley boys on it, and they're by themselves, so I'm guessing it's Percy or Ron, not the twins, because they're always shown together. It kind of, I want to say, is Percy, because he's got this look on his face like, something's not right, I don't approve. But whoever it is was guarding a pair of platform 9 3/4 socks, which are blue. Hooray for me. Yay for some Ravenclaw blue. Door number 7, it shows Hermione, and we have... Oh! These are darling! Okay, so we've got wands, we've got golden little magic sparkles, and then we've got Granger, Weasley, Potter. Ah! Last names of the golden trio. That's darling. Aww. I love it. Now, in case you're wondering, I am getting into the to each square a little bit more quickly because pretty much the front of the box is now toast. I've kind of ripped things to shreds in order to get into there, so I apologize for that. Door number 8 shows a large red door, and we've got flying keys, so I'm guessing that's in the chamber when they're going after the stone. Ravenclaw socks. Hooray! I was so worried there was going to be nothing Ravenclaw in here. Oh, hallelujah. Alright, door number 9 again has a flying key on it, a large one with blue feathers, and the socks are blue with flying keys. So we have a lot of flying items. Golden snitches, the bird for Ravenclaw, flying keys, flying, flying, flying. Alright, door number 10 has Hagrid and a professor, I'm guessing Quirrell. I'm not entirely sure by this art. Oh, here we are. Slytherin socks. I do have some Slytherin tendencies every once in a while, especially if I'm shopping, because I hate shopping, and if I can like sneak some way or get like to a cashier that just opened, or you know, whatever, to get out of that place, I'm gonna. So I would say I am a Ravenclaw with slight Slytherin tendencies, but aren't we all kind of like a mixture of the houses? And that's fine. Alright, door number 11 has Harry in his Quidditch robes flying, and we have a Gryffindor set of socks very perfectly tied to the door that they are behind, because he is on the Gryffindor team. Okay, so we've got 4 more pairs of socks to look at. Door number 12 shows the Hogwarts castle, and we have socks with the Hogwarts crest. I'm guessing that one of our last doors is going to have a Hufflepuff pair of socks, because we've gotten all the other houses. So I'm guessing that we're going to get that, and I think we're going to have at least one more pair of socks that are longer. Door number 3 has another Weasley, and again, I'm not sure who. We're going to say it's Ron, because Ron's my favorite, and oh, and it fits perfectly with the socks. We have a keeper socks, and Ron is a keeper, so yes, we're going to say that that is Ron. Aww. I don't know if I've done a Harry Potter shelf tour in quite a while, since I have my Ron dedicated area on my Harry Potter shelves. I have lots of Ron things, because he's my fave. Alright, door number 14, we have Harry once again. I'm not quite sure the situation he's in, but he's going, which could be, you know, all kinds of situations. And here are the Hufflepuff socks. Yay. And lastly, door number 15 has Dumbledore on it. What are these socks going to be? Haha, you're a wizard, Harry. Excellent. So I'm quite pleased with that. Just for funsies, I'll show you the state of this, because these were hard to get into. I'm trying to decide if there's something I can do with this piece of art here in my classroom or something. It's time to decorate my classroom for Christmas, and I do a Harry Potter tree there. So can I use that in some way? I'll use my big brain and figure it out. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Not much in the way of bookish news, although we did get some books from Target. I will say, on my drive home from visiting family for Thanksgiving, I've been listening to Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett. It is adorable YA contemporary romance. Like, anything by Jen Bennett is going to be fantastic. She's one of my go-to authors for contemporary romance for YA, as well as Casey West. And, like, super, 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 super fun books. So if you get a chance to pick up Chasing Lucky by Jen Bennett, I would suggest going for it. And the audiobook is really fun. So there we go. I'm going to stop talking now and go do something useful like unpacking from my trip. I said useful, not fun, to be fair. All right, have a wonderful and bookish day. Happy reading. Adios.